You're watching Football Daily, and here are this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. We're now nearly 2 months into the new season, and so clubs are already weighing up their options ahead of the January window. So if you've seen anything yourself, get discussing down in the comments below. Anyway, let's get going. We begin at Tottenham, who have enjoyed an impressive start to the Premier League campaign, but for Dele Alli, it's been one to forget so far, having been afforded just 67 minutes of game time and having already missed out on the matchday squad 5 times. And according to The Telegraph, the English midfielder is still in the dark as to why Jose Mourinho has been so reluctant to play him and what his future holds in North London. The Spurs boss is apparently yet to discuss his reasoning with the 24-year-old or the fact that he wasn't allowed to leave on loan in the summer. Had the club sanctioned his departure, Alli would likely be turning out for PSG right now, and with the French champions having lost a number of key players to injury and suspension in the early weeks of the season, he would no doubt be getting a lot more minutes in Paris. With the Euros on the horizon, Alli desperately needs to play for any chance of making it into the England squad, having not been called up since June 2019. And so, with speculation mounting that he could be made available in January, PSG have once again been linked with his signature. But with such a congested schedule and with Spurs now in a good position to regain a place in the Champions League, the benefits of having Alli as a depth option are undoubted. Whatever happens, let's hope to see him getting regular minutes soon. Down to Brighton now, as after scoring his first goal as a senior professional on the weekend, Tariq Lamptey has been linked with another European giant. In the final days of the summer window, reports arose that the young Englishman was garnering interest from Bayern Munich, who had failed in their attempts to bring Serginho Dest and Max Aarons to the Bundesliga. But according to the Daily Mail, Lamptey now has new admirers in Spain, with Atletico Madrid joining the German giant, as well as Sevilla, in monitoring the wing-back situation at the Amex. And it's no surprise, the 20-year-old has already registered 2 goal involvements this term, ranks first in the league among players in his position for dribbles, and is still only valued as around £20 million, although we'd expect that to change next summer. Lamptey's current contract with the Seagulls runs until 2023, but manager Graham Potter is apparently keen for the youngster to pen fresh terms, less than a year after transferring to the South Coast from Chelsea. According to the report, talks over a new deal could begin after the international break. Before we move on to our headline story, are you subscribed yet? And if not, why not? Get subscribed right now and hit that notification bell to never miss another great FD video like this one. Trust me, you will not regret it. Following the confirmation that his €75 million release clause will come into effect in 2022, Erling Haaland's name is getting thrown around the rumour mill once again, and along with the likes of Man United, Juventus and Real Madrid, Liverpool have been linked with his signature in recent months. And now it appears that Anfield is the Norwegian sensation's most likely destination. At least that's according to Red Bull Salzburg director Christoph Freund. In an interview with Sky Sports Germany, Freund, who played a big role in the Austrian club signing Haaland all the way back in 2018, agreed with German legend Lothar Matthäus' suggestion that Liverpool would be an ideal destination for the youngster, saying, quote, "That's where he will land," and going on to rightly state that he can play for any club in the world. Meanwhile, Matthäus also went on to suggest Bayern Munich won't be an option for the 20-year-old due to Lewandowski's continued dominance. This may be just a short quote, but coming from a man who knew Haaland well and played a key role in his development, it shouldn't be brushed off. And considering his decision to move to Dortmund at the end of last year, following in the footsteps of former BVB manager Jurgen Klopp would certainly be tempting for him. But what do you reckon? Will Haaland sign for Liverpool, and if so, when? Next summer or 2022? Let us know in the comments. It's been a rollercoaster couple of weeks for fans of Barcelona. From losing El Clasico to the resignation of President Josep Bartomeu, the drama hasn't stopped at the Camp Nou. And following Bartomeu's departure, any prospect of the club doing business in January has now been thrown into doubt, with Spanish outlet Marca reporting it unlikely that they will pursue either Memphis Depay or Eric Garcia in the winter window. With the election currently not due until March, uncertainty over the next administration and serious worries over the club's finances, it's clear why they aren't in a position to make new recruits. However, that could change, with interim president Carles Tusquets announcing on Monday that the club is aiming to bring the election forward to around Christmas time, if it's safe to do so. If this were to happen, it's possible a new president could alter the club's plans and spend in January. The new year could bring a new development to the Lionel Messi situation too, with the Telegraph reporting this week that negotiations over the Barça captain's contract will likely take place later on in the season, meaning the 33-year-old is still able to negotiate a pre-contract agreement with another club come January. Manchester City fans, there's still hope. Meanwhile, Barca have also been strongly linked with two new players. First off, it's David Alaba, who we reported yesterday could be on his way to Real Madrid next summer on a free. However, Barcelona publication Sport have reported that presidential hopeful Joan Laporta will target the Austrian utility man if he is elected. Second is Benfica star Darwin Nuñez, who has enjoyed an excellent start to life in Portugal following his record €24 million move from Almeria in September. The 21-year-old netted a hat-trick on his Europa League debut and has registered 5 goal involvements in the Liga NOS, and with Barca still on the lookout for a long-term option at centre-forward, he could fit the bill. Benfica manager Jorge Jesus has been quick to dismiss the reports, but has also suggested that when the Uruguayan attacker finally does leave the club, his fee could top the €126 million paid to the Portuguese outfit by Atletico Madrid for João Felix last year. No pressure, Darwin. Over at Man United, a new Sancho alternative is apparently being sounded out, and that man is Villarreal forward Samuel Chukwueze. The Nigerian international, who plays predominantly on the right wing, joined the Spanish club's youth setup back in 2017 and has continually impressed since making his first team debut a year later. This has seen him linked with a number of Europe's top clubs, including Liverpool and Chelsea, but now United, along with Leicester and Everton, are interested in the 21-year-old, according to a report by online publication 90 Min. However, he won't come cheap. Chukwueze, who has been likened to former Bayern Munich star Arjen Robben, has renewed his contract at El Madrigal twice in the last 2 years and now has a release clause worth over £80 million. Apparently, Villarreal won't sell him for any less. This seems like a massively inflated fee for a player who, while incredibly promising, is yet to register more than 7 goal involvements in a single campaign. Nevertheless, if his output does explode this term, expect a number of big offers to come in next summer. We finish off in Italy after Calcio Mercato reported this week that Serie A champions Juventus are still interested in Chelsea's Emerson Palmieri. The Bianconeri were heavily linked with the Italy international over the summer, but talks between the two clubs collapsed as the deadline drew near, while the arrival of Ben Chilwell has seen the 26-year-old drop further down the pecking order at Stamford Bridge. According to the report, Juve could go back in for Emerson in January, while rivals Inter Milan also remain interested in the left-back, with their only current options in that position being veterans Ashley Young and Alexander Kolarov. The former Roma man is valued at just €10 million, but Juve were only keen to take him on loan with an option to buy this summer, something understood to have been at odds with the position of Chelsea, who were reported to have put a £26 million price tag on him earlier in the window. But considering he hasn't made a single Premier League matchday squad this term and hardly featured following the restart in June, it's clear Emerson isn't part of Frank Lampard's plans. In fact, he hasn't started in the league since January. Here's hoping the Santos-born fullback can get the move he needs sooner rather than later. So that's all we have time for on this week's Transfer Talk. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to leave it a like and of course subscribe to FD if you haven't done so already. And while you're here, why not stick around, click on screen right now for another great Football Daily video. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.